Let's picture this. You walk into a store, a jacket is on sale for 50% off. 50%. Original price was $200 and the sale price is $100. You just feel like you saved 100 euros. Well, you actually didn't save anything. You spent 100 euros. That's the reality. This is a concept from behavioral economics called transactional utility, and it explains why people make terrible financial decisions when they think they're getting a deal. So let's go back one step. There are two types of value we get from a purchase. Acquisition utility, which is the objective value. So essentially, what is this thing actually worth to me? And secondly, transactional utility. It's the perceived value of the deal. So essentially, how does this price compare to what I expected to pay? So when something is 50% off, the acquisition utility might be low. Maybe I don't need that jacket. But the transactional utility is high because it's a sale price from $200 to $100, and it feels like a reward. Okay, so what does this actually mean when it comes to investing? Well, think about it this way. Probably you've seen in the news, the S&P 500 is at an all-time high. Oh my God. Well, people avoid buying because the reference price makes it feel expensive. So when someone hears, oh my God, it's at an all-time high, they'll feel like, oh, it's too expensive. Let me wait it out. But the reality is, all-time highs are normal for a growing market because an all-time high today might be an all-time low in 10 years' time. The S&P 500 has hit thousands of all-time highs and kept going. Think of it in the contrary way. A stock, or for example, the S&P 500 has dropped 50%. Oh my God. People buy because it feels like a discount, just like the jacket. But a stock that dropped from 100 to 50 is not on sale. It actually might be worth less than what you think, hence the falling price. The previous price is not a reliable reference point for value. Your brain uses reference prices as anchors. Whatever you expect it to pay becomes the baseline, and anything below that feels like a gain, and anything above that makes it feel like a scam. This is what anchoring bias is. The problem is that reference prices are often meaningless. The original price of the jacket might have been inflated specifically so the sale price looks like a deal. So, how do we protect ourselves as investors and consumers? Always ask, what is this actually worth to me? The acquisition utility, not the transactional utility. Ignore the reference price. Ignore the $200 price. Ignore the comparison. Evaluate the purchase on its own terms. What does this actual mean to me? What is the actual value to me? What does it mean to you? In investing, value the asset based on fundamentals or buy the entire market through an index fund, for example, and the S&P 500. Never buy a stock because it used to be more expensive. It's everywhere as a student. Flash sales on clothes we don't need. Limited time offers on courses. Discounted subscriptions. Every one of these is engineered to trigger transactional utility. Once you see this bias, you cannot unsee it, and it will save you a lot of money. If you're smart, ambitious, and still unsure what to prioritize, this is for you. I'm opening a waitlist for Behind the Scenes Blueprint Lab, where I share the exact systems I used to juggle internships, studies, building, investing, fitness, and social life in my 20s. Tools that start from where you are, not where you should be. Join using the link in the description.